Hey everybody, happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is Monday, June 5th, 2023. I hope you all are doing well. My morning started off a little scary. So I wanted to come on here. I was going to come on earlier to tell you all about it, but I was honestly really shook up. And then I went on Facebook Live on my Facebook page to tell my Facebook family about this and to be careful. So this morning, I was coming out of my apartment building, walking to my car, and I had put my work bag and my makeup bag over here on the passenger side, and then I proceeded to walk around here to the driver's side to get in the car. So as I get in the car, putting on my seatbelt, you know, all of that stuff that you do, there's a car coming down the street, coming towards me. And so I'm looking at the car because the car is moving really slow. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this car moving so slow, right? So I'm watching him, and he opens up his car door, and he leans out of the car and leans down on the ground with a small flashlight and was looking up under, which reminds me, when I get off here, I gotta call my landlord, looking up under my neighbor's car. They have a van, and he was trying to steal their catalytic converter. So there was nowhere for me to go. There was a car behind me, there was a car in front of me, and then the other car, which both of these cars, I know these people because, like I said, they're my neighbors. The car that he was looking up under, they live in a house. We're the only apartment building on the block. The rest of the block is homes, and I think like some two flats or something like that. So I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm like, what is going on? What is he doing? But I knew that that's pretty much, what he was doing. So then he came on down, and he was looking under the car in front of me, and then he comes to my car, and he's looking. And I didn't know what to do. I was just froze. And so he had on a ski mask, so I couldn't see, his face. All I could see was, like I said, the ski mask. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, okay. So like I said, I think he was going to try to steal mine too. But when he was down on the ground, as he's going from car to car, he realizes, oh, she in the car. This person is in the car. So when he comes up, we lock eyes. And I just looked at him, and he looked at me, and then he drove off. And it scared me because these people nowadays, they don't give a damn about shooting you. Like, oh, you saw me doing something wrong. Okay, well, I'm going to shoot you, right? So I'm watching him in my rearview mirror, like, where is he going? So he gets to the end of the block where we have this flower garden thing that goes around. I hurried up and pulled out the parking space. And I'm like, let me get going, because I don't know what this fool about to do. I don't know if he coming back, to do something. You just never know. So I was like, let me hurry up and get out of here, So as I got to the middle of the block, towards the end of the block, there was a guy that lives down the street from me. I've seen him throughout the years that I've lived on the block, but I don't know his name. I stopped to tell him what was going on. And I said, be careful. I said, because he was getting ready to steal our catalytic converters. So he told me his name, and I told him my name. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay. He said, well, I got 2 rifles and 2 Ring cameras. He said, if I catch his ass going up under my car, he said, I'm going to shoot him. Now, the guy that lived down the street from me on the other block, I was getting ready to go to work 2 weeks ago, and I heard gunshots. And when I went to pay my rent to my landlord, I asked my landlord, I said, did you hear them gunshots this morning? I said, it sounded really close, like right outside the apartment building. And he said, yeah, I heard it. He said, and I found out that there was somebody stealing the guy's catalytic converter, and he shot him. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said he shot him. And you know, this is bad to say. This is really bad to say. But I hope that he shot a hole in his ass so deep that he's shitting out of his mouth. Because I am sick and tired of these mofos stealing from people, from hard-working people that get up every morning, getting ready to go to a job, paying for their cars, trying to make it day to day. You in a poor neighborhood. And when I say poor neighborhood, what I mean by that is that everybody in that neighborhood, you know, is either retired or we work. Ain't nobody got no money over there to be replacing a catalytic converter. A catalytic converter, if you don't know, to replace it is almost $1,000. It's about $800 to $900 or $1,000. So it is not cheap to replace those devices. So I went on Amazon and I saw that you can buy the catalytic converter cover, and you buy the catalytic converter and have somebody put it on, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on and buy it so that can't nobody get. I get paid this week. I'm going on Amazon and I'm getting it. I don't care how much it costs. You can buy some of them off of Amazon for about $40, between 40 and 50 bucks. But I am buying it because I cannot afford to come out because you can't drive the car if you don't have a catalytic converter. It makes all this noise. You can't drive your car. Then that's what I'm saying. You stealing from people who they trying to get up and go to their job and make their money so they can pay their bills. Y'all just don't know. It pissed me off so freaking bad. It pissed me off. I was pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And not only did it piss me off, it scared me because he and I locked eyes. And I'm like, I don't know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He could have put out a gun and been like, oh, you saw me doing this? Bam, I'm gonna shoot you. You don't know what these fools gonna do nowadays. You have no clue. You just don't know. You just don't know. So, I said all of that to say, you know, to you all, be careful when you coming out of, this is what I told my Facebook family. Be careful when you coming out of your homes, your condos, your apartment buildings, coming out in the morning, getting ready to go to work. Look around. Make sure, you know, that you are paying attention. And it just, I'm telling y'all, I had a headache. I had the worst headache. I was just so shook up, you know, because first of all, and so I'm looking at him like, really? You gonna steal my catalytic converter and I'm sitting in the car? Really? Over here. I guess I sweated. My eyebrow pencil running. I'm like, you gonna really steal it while I'm sitting in the car. I'm just so sick of people. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you all to be careful, because they don't care. They don't care about your livelihood. They don't care about you going to work or what you have to do or none of that. They don't care. And it's just sad. It's just sad because it's the people in your own community. You know what I'm saying? Us. It's people in your own community that don't give two shits. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about stealing something from you. Do not care. It just, I was working today in an area in Chicago where it's pretty uppity. When I would say uppity, where people have, quite a bit of money. And my co-workers and I, the electricians and I and my co-worker, we were talking about the difference in location, how you can go, be on this side of the town and go over here. And, where is this dog going? Oh, Lord. This dog is out running up and down the street. Somebody gonna hit this dog. That's somebody's dog. Oh, my God. He just running up and down the street, wagging his tail. Just running. Why do people not have a... That don't make sense. Cars are stopping because they're trying not to hit them. Nobody want to hit a dog. Yeah, somebody, either he got out or somebody let him out. I've known people to do that, just drop a dog off on the side of the road. That's another thing. If you don't want no animal, don't get no animal. Animals are not for everybody. I don't know the situation. Maybe the dog got out. I don't know. Pretty dog. And he friendly because he just going up to every car, just wagging his tail. So, we were talking about just the geographic, how you go from one side of the town to another side, and how, there's no homeless people down there, no tents, nobody hanging out, no smoking, nobody smelling like weed, no loud bumpity bump, thump music, you know what I'm saying, at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's just a whole different caliber of people. I mean, they have everything. The 7-Eleven was all nice and have all the amenities. You know what I'm saying? All the amenities that other people want but can't afford to live like that. And we gotta live over here in the ghetto, in the hood, with my own people who want to steal from me. It's just a goddamn shame. It's just a shame. It's just sad. It's just sad. It is just sad. So, like I said, that scared me. Because as I said, every day that you walk up out your door, and I don't care where you live or where you from, every day that you walk up out your door, you are praying and prayerful that you make it back home safely, because you just don't know. You just don't know, because people out here in this world are evil and mean, and they care nothing about nobody else. They don't go by the golden rule, do unto those as you would have them do unto you. That don't even exist no more. That don't even exist. But robbing from people in your own community, because it wasn't no white man. Wasn't no white man. He was black as all day long. Just sad. Just sad. You know, and this is not anything racist. It's just what it is. You know, it's just what it is. You know, and it's just scary. It's just scary to me. So I was scared, you know, because like I said, you don't know if somebody gonna take a gun out, because they gotta, they ain't out here robbing and ain't got no weapon on them. They got a weapon. So you all, you know, just continue to pray for our world. Pray for your family and your friends. Pray for everybody, that we all be safe. Because like I said, you just don't know. Just don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm getting ready to go get this dirty car washed. It's got more bird crap on it than probably bird crap in that the law allows. It's ridiculous. So I hate parking under trees. Car is so dirty. And I just had this car washed week before last. Summertime, I just stay in the car wash. So I'm gonna roll up in here, get this car washed, y'all. So I thank y'all for listening. It's not gonna be a long video. Hi, how are you? Hi. Not gonna be a long video. Washed. I can't stand no dirty car. I can't stand a dirty car on the inside. I can't stand a dirty car on the outside. I can't stand no dirty ass car. And I've had men to pick me up in a dirty car. It's like, who you think you picking up? You ain't picking me up in no dirty car, and I'm looking all good and smelling all good and got on my cute clothes. When I used to date, when men used to pick me up, if they picked me up in a dirty car, I didn't go. I went one time with a guy whose car was dirty and he smoked. That was the last time he saw me. That was the guy that had them crusty ass and capped up lips. I feel like a man ought to have a car, and a man ought to have his car clean. I don't believe, what kind of man are you that your car is dirty and filthy? You kind of expect that out of a woman, but not so much. But you as a man, your car dirty and you a man? And you a man and you ain't got no car? And I can almost understand if you don't have a car. But to be a man and have a car and it be nasty on the inside and on the outside, that tells me a lot. Because most men love their cars. I mean, love their cars. They ain't gonna have their car dirty and nasty. So I didn't understand why this guy picked me up in a dirty and nasty ass car. That's like men going to a woman's house and her house is nasty and dirty. You would be like, and I've heard men talk about how nasty women's homes are. And they be like, I walked up out of there and I was done. Yeah, because why your house dirty and nasty like that? Junky, I can understand. But dirty and nasty, that should not be. That just should not be. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't be. So, anywho, that's how my Monday started out. My Monday started out scary. And so now when I leave out in the morning, you know, I'm always looking around, but now I'm going to really have to look. You know, I'm going to have to really look. And I'm going to be praying and be prayerful that don't nobody steal it. You know, that don't nobody steal my catalytic converter. Because somebody stole my uncle's, and he was almost in tears because he didn't have $1,000 to replace it. All of us had to chip in and give him money so he could get his replaced. You don't have no money like that. And if you got $1,000 in the bank sitting there, you don't want to spend it for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to spend it, even if you got a savings. Who wants to spend $1,000 on a car part that it's not their fault? That some fucker decided that he was gonna come and steal because he want to sell it. I ain't said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I hope that every person that steal catalytic converters or steal cars or vandalize people's property, I hope you blow the F up. While you up under there stealing it, I hope the car blow up on your ass. I hope you get up under there and you get something stuck up in your nose, some gasoline, that blow your fucking face off. Because that don't make sense to steal from nobody. It just don't. You up that early in the morning, as I leave the house at 6:15, Monday through Friday. You up that goddamn early in the morning. Why aren't you going to a damn job? If you can be up that early to go steal some shit from another working person, why in the hell are you not on your way to a goddamn job at that fucking time of the morning? Why you ain't at a job? Why you ain't trying to go to a job? Oh, you still washing it. They wash your car while you sit in here, and then you move up so much, and then they finish doing something, then they let you out. But that's what you ought to be doing. You ought to be going to a job. Like I'm going to a job. You know, I want to sit at home and watch the stories too, like everybody else. But I got goddamn bills to pay. Motherfuckers make me sick. Just makes me sick. And every time I think about it, it just pisses me off. But I thank God that he did get it, and I thank God that my life, that nothing happened to me. You know, that I was safe. So I don't trust. I don't put nothing past nobody. These people all on smoking this shit. People crazy as hell. You don't know what the hell people gonna do nowadays. You just don't know. Don't make no sense. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all had a better day than I had. I had a good day at work. Just had a bad morning getting to work. So when I walk back up in my place in the evening, when I get to my mama's house, and then I leave my mama's house and I go home, and I get home, I thank God every day that I step back up in my place. I thank him. I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. When I leave in the morning, I pray and I plead the blood. And you got to plead the blood over you, because whether, you know, I don't know how many of you are believers or not or whatever, but I'm talking to those who believe in the power of the blood of Jesus. You got to plead the blood over your life, because the enemy is busy. He is busy. So y'all have a good rest of your day. Thank you all for watching the latest Shein video. And yes, and Valcom. Okay. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you. I love you. Peace and blessings. Bye.